We've had a pretty good allergy season this year, and some days uh, I've done a little bit more than my share of sneezing, but I continue to think about my allergy to pollen and stuff like that is just an autoimmune situation like a couple of dozen other diseases that we're coming to understand a little bit better. But I'm thinking about sneezing this morning. Hi, this is Robbie, and it's another Thursday morning, and I'm thinking about sneezing because yesterday I read a little article about what to do about a sneeze. Should you try to stifle it? Have you ever tried to stifle a sneeze? Like pinch your nose, cover your mouth, and just try to contain it. Make sure that the explosion doesn't leave your body. Well, the article I read says that doing that to a sneeze might be the polite thing to do in some circumstances, but it's potentially dangerous to do that. You could wind up bottling up all that explosive pressure and sending it through your esophagus or sending it to your middle ear, maybe blow out an eardrum, or maybe irritate your esophagus, or do a half a dozen other pretty dangerous things. So stifling a sneeze is not such a good idea. But I think about sneezing often because it reminds me of having a conversation and feeling strongly that you object, or feeling strongly that you agree with whatever the conversation is saying. What should you do? Should you stifle your enthusiasm? Should you stifle your comment, agreeing or disagreeing? Well, I think for me, uh, stifling a comment in the middle of a conversation is a bad idea. I think it's better in my opinion, it's better to let your opinions fly and and keep the conversation going, rather than to just keep the pressure inside and let it bubble out of control some other way that you can't control. Well, so I'm thinking about sneezing and what to do about sneezing, and it's not a very heavy topic, but it's what I'm thinking about right now. And that's it for today, and I'll talk with you again next Thursday.